There is new audio that has just surfaced of Tennessee Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen making some very disturbing comments about fellow lawmaker Marsha Blackburn jumping off of a bridge. Listen.
The big orange president, he's going to come down here and he's going to endorse Marsha Blackburn. Because Marsha Blackburn, if he says, jump off the Harahan Bridge, she'll jump off the Harahan Bridge. I wish he'd say that.
Here to respond now is Tennessee Congressman Marsha Blackburn. Thank you so much for being with us, Congressman.
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning. What were your thoughts when you heard that?
I thought, surely he really didn't say this, and surely there was not laughter. And you expect that with Phil Bredesen, my opponent, being in the audience, that he would have said, we don't say things like that. We don't wish someone's demise or death. But Ainsley, I'll tell you, I believe in what Matthew 5 commands us, and that we pray for our enemies. And that is something I do every day. And just like I pray for our nation's leaders, I pray for our president, I pray for my colleagues, I prayed for President Obama. That is what we as Christians are commanded to do. So I do it. But I will tell you, I do think that Phil Bredesen, he didn't call out Steve Cohen. He didn't call out Mark Brown, another of their spokesmen, who called Trump supporters in Tennessee idiots and morons and said they weren't worth the time and weren't listening. And that is completely inappropriate.
Congressman, this is the same guy, the same congressman that said Peter Strzok should get the Purple Heart. He did send us the statement. It was obviously humor, saying he wants you to jump off of a bridge. I wish her no harm. I hope she doesn't get the Senate. And I wish she wasn't a lackey for Trump, but I don't wish her physical harm. Are you okay with that?
I think that what we have to realize there is he kind of doubles up on not wishing me well. And, of course, we want to see, Tennesseans want to see our nation successful. They want to see Tennessee families successful. And that is where their focus is. And people talk a lot about civility in the political process, and they would wish. And as you said, Congressman Cohen had other comments that Tennesseans did not view favorably.
Yeah, can't we just agree to disagree and still get along and not say these types of comments? The House Sergeant of Arms Office says the number of threats against members of Congress are rising. This year alone, there have been more than 1,600 threats against members of the House. Why all this vitriol? Why the anger and the hate and the threats?
Yeah, you know, and that is something that we deal with, is the personal threats. I've had them. Other members have had them. There have been threats against our families. And I do not know why there is such a level of vitriol. I do not know if it is because people constantly are listening because of the divisiveness. But what we need to realize is our nation and the cause of freedom has been well served by a robust, respectful two-party debate. And that is what the people of Tennessee want to see. You know, when we have all these bright, shiny objects that become the story of the day with the news cycles. And Ainsley, I will tell you, the people of Tennessee are not focused on the story of the day. What they are focused on is the story of their life.